welcome to MCTV's Let's Talk. I'm Mike Stanzilis, Vice President of Membership and Government Affairs for the Morris County Chamber of Commerce. And today's member spotlight is with Darlene Agag of Suburban and City Settlers. So Darlene is a 20-year veteran of corporate America and a former senior vice president with Fox Networks. As both an employee and a senior level manager, Darlene witnessed the disruption and stress caused by changes in job responsibilities and office locations. However, it wasn't until her family relocated to northern New Jersey from Manhattan that Darlene personally experienced how overwhelming it can be to move and adjust to new surroundings while remaining productive at work. That's when the idea for Suburban City Settlers was born. Today, Darlene combines her entrepreneurial spirit, extensive network, and affinity for developing highly customized services and solutions to help her clients manage their transition seamlessly. So Darlene, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mike. It's great to be here. Appreciate it.
It is great to have you here. So, you told me this great story, and I want to share it with our audience. You were going through your mother's house, and you found something from a long time ago in her past and your past that kind of set you on the path that you're on now. So what was it that you found?
Right. So my mom had actually started a business similar to what mine is, maybe 35 years ago with a friend of hers. The notebook contained alphabetized tabs, which had all different service providers in it. That what they were going to do is basically put together the old-fashioned welcome wagon when people moved into Bergen County, which is where they lived at the time. They were going to go and provide information for them and help them get settled. So when I was trying to figure out the next step in my life, this kind of triggered something for me. And I thought, you know what, maybe this is something that I could do and make into a business. So that was the genesis of really starting this business.
Well, it's quite a story. That's something from your mother's past, this welcome wagon sort of put you in the position you're in now and got you, inspired to get moving. But I'm sure there was a lot of other moving parts. And one of them was you left corporate America. You had an incredible senior level position at Fox. I'm sure that it was an amazing job, but you left that to do this. So what was it why did you leave corporate America?
I had a great run. I worked at Fox for over 20 years, and I was really fortunate to have met a lot of wonderful mentors and people that really helped move my career along and teach me a lot along the way. I did work there for 20 years, but I had a lot of different roles at Fox, a lot of very entrepreneurial roles. I was part of the Hulu launch team. And I ran a global partnerships team along with selling different day parts like Prime and sports and things like that. So I had a lot of different broad experience. But at the end of the day, I decided that my work-life balance was a little bit off, and I have 2 kids, and I, made the decision that I wanted to just have a little bit more balance in my life. So left Fox and came out to New Jersey for the summer. We had lived in Manhattan at the time and thought, well, you know what, we'll go back in the city and then I'll figure out my next step and stage of my life. And my kids said, hey, Mom, we don't want to go back into the city anymore. We want to live in New Jersey. So at that point, I pivoted and I enrolled them in school and basically moved out to New Jersey. And I just found the transition to be really difficult. I grew up in the town that I moved to and still found it really challenging. Even though my family was around and I had friends, I was still running into Manhattan for pediatrician appointments and, all my service providers and things like that. So between the combination of my mother's notebook and my challenges, it kind of merged into, hey, I think I could make this experience better for other people. And maybe they won't have to go through the challenges that I faced, and just have someone there to help them along.
Yeah, it's really quite a change for you, but you've learned from all your different experiences. If you were to say, what would be the one key takeaway, if there is one, from a really high performance life at a major brand like Fox, what would be that key takeaway that helped you to transition into running your own business And what would be some advice you would share with other people who may be considering, leaving corporate America to start their own
Right.
business?
Yeah, I mean, I think that all the experience that I had allowed me to do what I did today. I wouldn't have been able to understand a lot of the things that I have to do, although some of the challenges too are I don't know what I don't know. So I also have learned a lot by just talking to different people. You have to be really open to not knowing everything and to be willing to listen to other people and to surround yourself with good people who really understand what they're doing and constantly ask questions and really try and understand what you need. It was an extremely humbling experience for me, and in that way, I mean, when you work for a large corporation, if you need something, you pick up the phone and there's different departments that do different things like fix your printer or manage your credit card or things like that. And for me, it was all me when I first started the business. So I'm troubleshooting on the phone with Apple or calling my credit card company to try and fix something. And so you just have to be willing to kind of you lose that team that you had, but you gain a lot too. It's just understanding what to expect going into it is always helpful, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You're now the CEO and the IT person and the office cleaner. You're
Exactly.
doing it all.
Yeah.
So welcome to the world of solo entrepreneurs. But you
Right.
do have a team.
Right.
And so let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about how you are helping your customers get settled. And specifically, I think, people get settled, they move all over the country, if not the world. And you're based here in New Jersey. So how does your team work to get people in the different communities around the country, if not the globe?
Right. So we're a very white glove, high touch business. We're not just logistics. Our job isn't to just get you from point A to point B, because we really feel like the personalization is what our clients need and require. We're meeting people at a crossroads in their life. Two of the biggest challenges: getting a new job and also moving. And in a lot of cases, they're moving their families, their children, but they're also expected to go to work and perform. So what we do is we have an executive team that sits in New Jersey, and then we have local teams around the country. So wherever our clients are, they will get teamed up with someone from the executive team, but they will also get a local guide who basically is responsible for their transition within that area. So they become their friend basically, and they will make introductions for them. We create like a full booklet for them on anything they might need to know about the area. It's extremely personalized based off of their needs. Service providers, we get their house set up with cable and Wi-Fi and their alarm, anything that they might need so that they can literally walk into their house if they want, and their beds can be made, food can be in the refrigerator, and their kids can be enrolled in school and already have play dates within the first week that they're there. And then we're there to support them, throughout their journey and, whatever they might need.
Wow, that is incredible. I can't imagine how helpful that would be when you're moving, especially with a family. You hit it right on the head. You're moving, there's a lot of stress in that. Plus, you got a new job associated with that, whether that's with a new company or the same company you're with. So there's so many things in play. And to have you sort of white glove it for your customers is really a great service. Let's talk about the pandemic. So right now we're in the middle of the pandemic. Have you seen any difference, or what's changed about the relocation business or industry relative to the pandemic?
Yeah, I mean, when this all first started for all of us, it was kind of a dark period, right? And the team, we all sat down and talked about it. And I said to them, the companies that I believe personally are going to survive through this are the ones that don't sit back and say, let's just wait for everything to get back to the way it was, because I really don't think that's going to happen. I think we all have to change and adjust. So we have made a lot of our adjustments to our business. Most of our clients would come in person to visit towns, to see things, to go through houses. And as a result of this, they haven't been able to do that. So we've been doing everything virtually, a lot of videos for them, town tours, things like that, so that they can really get a feel for it. We pre-screen a lot of things for them so that when they come in, if they only have a few hours, they can go and really see everything quickly. They don't know who to trust either once they arrive where they need to be. So we're very careful with everyone we recommend. And, we have a lot of protocols in place for safety of not only the families, but also our employees to make sure that everybody is really covered and safe when we're doing the work. Because I also have teams that unpack, we pack, and we're very careful, all the moving companies that we work with, and just really screen everybody very well to make sure that they're also following the same guidelines that we are.
So that's outstanding, and I'm sure it gives your customers a sense of safety and security. So we're running up to the end of the show now. Is there anything you'd like to share with our members before we close out?
I just want to thank this chamber. I've been part of the chamber for, I guess, since September, and it has been an incredible experience. The support that I've seen over the past few months of people reaching out and connecting, and just what I've learned even from a lot of the members has been absolutely incredible. So I really appreciate all the help and support, and I look forward to meeting more people, hopefully in person sometime soon, and continuing to evolve as my business grows as well within the chamber. So I want to just thank you, and thank you, Mike. You've been great. Appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure having you as a new member here. You've really taken to how to get the most out of your membership. So thank you for your support. And so that was Darlene Agag of Suburban and City Settlers. And thank you all to our chamber members for all of your support. If you're getting settled or resettled, reach out to Darlene.